Hi everyone, it's Liz from Crafting with Nani. How are you today? It is Friday. Normally I go on at 2, but today I'm going to go on early because my daughter's out of town, my granddaughter is out of town, and someone's got to work the store, so it's me today. So if you see that red live button, that means we're live. If it's not red or doesn't say live, it'll be a replay, and that's fine. Just if you could hashtag replay, then I can go back and say hi to you. I'm just going to see if I can find me on my laptop in case I lose comments. And there I am. And I don't even know if anybody's... Oh, Jamie found me. Hi, Jamie. Thanks for coming on. I don't even know if anybody's going to find me this morning because normally I come on at 2. So we've been working on the Roy Rogers. Hi, Renee. Thanks for coming in. Hi, Jamie. Good morning to you. I just finished my coffee. Finishing all the chores around here. So this is our Roy Rogers book. It's from the Journal Pals journal that we did. And we were given all of this fabric on the outside of the book from Jimmy Lou from the Messy Craft Corner, from the Journaling Jamboree it was streamed into. So we all did something different with the cover. I did mine with a little golden book. That's a Roy Rogers. And then we did kind of like that busted canvas look, which we're calling it the busted book. So, thank you for kicking out my cow patties. I love how it came out. We added the little ropes to it, the lassos, and then we just have a few more pages to do. So I'm just going to turn the camera down and we'll get started because I have to go to work on a Friday. So what happened to retiring? I don't know. Let's see if we can get you down far enough to where you can see everything. I know it's upside down and backwards, and I'm sorry about that. Let me get my glasses on so I can see. I can flip it over and we can go through a little peeky through. And just waiting for my... Hi, Linda Martin. How are you? Hi, Raquel. How are you? Hey, hey, hey. How are you this morning? So this is the book so far. And like I said, we were given this material from Jimmy Lou. And the only thing this time, normally we're not given any ideas or anything, but this time she did say, do we want red or blue? And I picked blue. And I love it so far. It's been really cute. Most of the pages I got in a Happy Mail from Miss Carol Stinson. And I've used most of that. And then the rest of the pages... No! I have a cat outside my window. And the rest of the pages are from either the original book or they're from Lisa Siegel's page. Why? Why can't we do anything without our animals wanting to get involved? Bobby Cat, go through the doggy door. So I did add some lace and some pockets and things, but it's really turned out to be quite cute. This book is up for sale. The proceeds from it will be going to a charity, and the charity I choose is the Cowboy Church. And I always donate to the arena fund so the kids can ride their horses and stuff in the arena and have a safe place to ride. And so let's get to finishing this because I want to finish this before I leave on my trip. And Bobby, no. Oh, anybody want a black and white cat? I hate to do this, but he's going to keep doing it until I open the door for him. So, like everybody else, have fun playing Marco Polo for about a half a second, okay? Hold on 1 second. Oh my goodness. Why? Do we allow animals to control our lives? I'm sorry. Who played Marco? Let's see, who was the first? Ah, Renee. I think I have your address. I'm going to send you Happy Mail for playing Marco. Oh my goodness sakes, I'm telling you. He would just sit there and scratch at my screen until I let him in. He has a doggy door. So I have this cute, it's like an old barn, or it's an old house and stuff. So I'm going to trim that down a little and we're going to put it here. I kind of went through and was putting papers so I can see how much we have left to work on it. So I'm just going to trim out. I don't know if my board is not, I really need to replace my blade, I guess, because it's just dragging. And I keep putting it off and putting it off because it feels like I just replaced it. And I don't want to. It came in the 4-pack, so I should just replace it. I have 3 more. But then it goes and it works, so it's like, I don't know. But anyways, so how is everybody's Friday going? Does everybody have weekend plans or anything? Hi, Cheryl. Thank you for coming in. And just so happy that everybody is going to join me this morning instead of at 2 o'clock. I contemplated taking the stuff to work and doing it from the store. And but I didn't. So I've been doing everything, all my distressing with vintage photo on this book. So I might as well finish it off with vintage photo. So I'm just going to kind of go around the corners. Hi, Cheryl. Let's see. Anybody else say anything fun? My daughter left to go to Waco. They're doing the fair this weekend. She has a little children's boutique store where I work. And she took her stuff to the fair. I think I want to put this as a tuck. So I'm going to just put glue around this side, and then that way it'll be like a little tuck. But anyways, they set their booth up. I was gonna go work it with her and then leave from there to go on my trip. But my husband, you know, is 83, so it's hard to leave him for 3 weeks alone. It's hard enough leaving him for 2 weeks. So I'm going to leave on the 8th for my trip. And so I'm going to work the store until next week. And the store's going to be closed for a couple of days. We don't have really any outside employees. It's just all ran by family members in the store. So that's cute. So it's a little tuck here, and then hopefully, you know, we'll have something that we can tuck in there just to show it's a tuck later. You don't have anything fun? Are you getting ready to, oh, you have a little bit more time. I'm the one that's leaving early so I can go do all this stuff. Now, doesn't this look like Fluffy? Susan B's going to be sad that she missed my live today because I think this cat looks like her cat. Now, my cat is a black and white cat like that, but he's just short hair. So I thought, well, that's cute. We'll put him on there. And that'll be fun. But I got to get the white off. Do I want to just take my scissors? Yes. Instead of actually, I have that cute cutter I could be using. But there was just a little bit of extra white right there. So we'll go ahead and distress this one again with it. Hi, Lynette. How are you today? Thank you for coming in and joining us. My name is Liz. We live on a ranch in West Texas. There's 4 generations. And we got a new baby that's due in February. And I think we have a, I don't know, I was talking to my son-in-law the other day, and I said, we got a heifer out there that looks quite like she's carrying twins. She is so big. And he's like, I don't know. So, I don't know if I want to make it a pocket or not. So that's what I'm just thinking. I mean, we could make it like a little side pocket. So let me notch a little bit of the side over here. And I'll make it a little bit of a side pocket. So yeah, my day is all messed up because, you know, I am a habit of, you're making cookies for, oh, how neat. How fun is that? I love doing stuff for our church. Yeah, I work the concession stand with, I'm a helper in the concession stand at our church for when we have our rodeos and stuff. And I get a huge joy out of helping. And then I also do the nursery for the church and on Sunday. And I always say to myself, be careful what you ask the Lord to do for you. You know, we always want the Lord to answer all of our problems. So I asked the Lord to give me patience. And he did. Hold on, please teach me some patience. And he put me in the children's nursery at church. So be very careful when you ask the Lord to do stuff for you, because it might not be what you think the answer should be. And now I am working with 5 and 6 little children under the age of 5. So you gotta be real careful. Okay, so I have another one of these, they're like CD holders. And I want to put this little girl, this lady I should say, in here. And I have some just papers that I got from Temu that are just, I think it was called Dimensionals or something like that. I don't remember now. It's been so long since I had it. And I want to add this in, but I'm not sure I am actually going to be able to get it into this because it is sewn in so tight. But I do like how it is. I kind of like her behind the webbing. I had her on top of the webbing earlier. And I can maybe, let's try it a different way. Let's try it, I haven't tried it this way yet, and have her, and then have these polka dots, kind of like she's looking through a screen door. If I can get my fingers to cooperate with me mind. I used to have pretty good hand-eye coordination. I don't know what's happened to it. But this reminds me of one of like an old screen door. But I'm trying to get it to where that one dot isn't right on her face. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to work. Might be too much. So. Dump cakes. You know, I don't think I've ever eaten a dump cake before. I've heard of them because I watch the Food Network a lot. But I've never been a big cake eater anyways. And I just don't know if I've ever had a dump cake. All right, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take my my dryer here. And I'm going to see if I can open this up on this side, because I'm going to cover this side anyways. So if I have to tear it, I tear it. Sorry for the noise for a second. We'll see if we can get that glue to lift a little bit. I probably could have let it sit on there just a little bit longer, but I was worried about the noise, you guys. Close your ears for half a second. When I worked at the Apple store, I would have to shrink wrap a lot of stuff. So I see it. I see it. Let me get my little other tool here. We'll see if we can just get that seal to break. I mean, they make it to where you can't get into it, but I'm going to get into it anyways. Like I said, we're going to cover it up anyways, so I really am just probably wasting my efforts here, but I don't want to cut all the way through. It's like trying to get into somebody's envelope that, you know, that you're not supposed to be into. All the spy movies, no. See, I am starting to cut through on that side. Ugh. All right, I think we did it. We got a lot of cleaning up to do, but it'll work. So sometimes when you're going to be putting these things in, sometimes it might be wise to actually put them in before you do it. Jamie, do you like dump cakes? I think it's a texture thing with me. I don't know. I don't even like Jell-O because of the texture. And I worked in a hospital, so to me, Jell-O reminds me of being sick, because they always want to give you Jell-O in the hospital or pudding. And when I think of Jell-O, I think, oh, you must be sick. All right, let's see what that looks like. Oh, I like it. I just need to push it up just a little bit more, so we don't see the top. And over just a little bit this way. So that's going to look really neat in there. Took a lot to get it in there. Thank you, Debbie, for kicking out my cow patties. Thank you so much. Hi, Jamie. Thank you for coming in. How is your Friday going? So I like that. We got to figure out what we're going to put around it. I haven't even gotten that far. I might just put some lace around it. And that might be the answer to my, just like doing something like that. I don't know. I haven't got that far yet. So let's just get it, let's get it glued back shut on the back. And like I said, I am going to cover it, so it doesn't really matter too much on the back side, because I'm going to put this swing over here on the back. So I'm just going to push it down into my little crevices there, and then I'm going to take my pencil and score it so I know where I need to cut, and give myself a little cheat sheet here. And it is way too close for my cutting blade, so I'm just going to try and do the scissors again. I'm hoping the guys have been out working on putting the way my yard is set up, because my horse is back there. And all the cows are back there. So I do have fences, but I don't have any fences that dogs can't get through. So the guys have been trying to close up an area so my dogs can go outside without supervision or being, you know, on a leash. My big poodle, he's really good about sticking with me. It's the little girl who likes to get himself in trouble. And she'll take off, and then she comes back with, you know, burrs and mud and stickers. And then I have to spend all that time cleaning her back up. I mean, she comes home, but she comes home like a mess. And it's just really too dangerous out there, you know. She get kicked by a cow faster than. But anyways, so they're supposed to be doing it, and I think the only thing left they have to do is to actually put the netting part, you know, the wire part on. But I'm hoping it gets done today so I have time to make sure that they can't escape out of it before I leave on my trip. And it is going to be out my house is set up backwards too. I have my front of my house facing like where the cattle is and all that, because I wanted to be able to sit on my front porch and look out at all the fun stuff. So I did it on purpose, knowing that the horse was going to be there and all that. And I love it. So when you come up to my house, you're actually coming up to the back of my house. We actually come in through the back door of my house. People don't, you know, it's just backwards. Just backwards because that's me. So I am just softening up this CD case because I do think I want to put some lace around it instead of putting another picture. So I'm just trying to debate on which lace I want to put around it. So that might be cute if I did it this way and then just tried to cut open the hole. Can I do that? Let's see. I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. I'm going to try though. Oh, I know, never. Not the puppy. Yeah, not the puppy. The puppy causes all of my... And she's not a puppy anymore. She's a year old. But she's still a puppy. Okay, so I like that. And I'm going to go like this. And I'm just going to see if I can... Now, don't try this until we see if it works. But I'm just going to kind of cut this in a circle-ish shape. And we'll see if we have anything that resembles a circle when we get done. Nope. It worked a little bit. I just happened to cut off a little bit too much on some sides of it. But I think it'll work enough to where we can glue it on there. And then I can add some stuff. So actually, if I reverse this, because I need the shorter side over there anyways, I think by the time I get this glued back on, it will be okay, I think. By the time I get it glued on and add some cute stuff to it, I think we'll be good. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some fabric tack and go around the circle, because it's pretty lightweight lace. And we will just lay it on there and see what we get. We will just make it work, right? And I can use the leftovers from where I cut it off to add some cute stuff to it. Sometimes you just have to be okay with things not looking exactly the way you intended it to look. But I kind of like that. So, and did we get a circle out of this? We almost got a circle out of that, so that's kind of cute. And actually, I can roll this. I think I can roll this and make like a little flower plant or something that might resemble a flower. And we can add that to here. Do I want it there or do I want it up there? I think I want it down here. So that'll be fun. I'm going to stick a little bit of glue down inside of there, just where I'm pinching it to see if it'll stay together like a little flower. I'm going to hold that for a half a second. So we're going to try and go out to dinner tonight. I have a friend that's from church. Him and his wife are coming over. They're real good friends of ours. And I need to replace the inside of the toilet. You know, the back. I don't know what it's called. The plunger part or whatever, the part that you flush with. And I cannot, for the life of me, get the hose off so I can do the job. I've tried and I've tried and I tried, and I am not, my wrists are not strong enough to turn. And I'm afraid to take like a wrench to it, because I'm afraid if I take it off too much, it's going to, I don't even want to know what it'll do, but it'll do something. I'm just seeing if I have I do have cute buttons. So we might want to put just a little button right there. But these are left over from my grandma too. But anyways, they're coming over tonight, and he's going to help me. My husband's too, he can't get down there to do it. His knees are, he's 83. There's just no way he can get down there. That's a cute little button on there. And so they're coming over, and I'm going to take him out to dinner. They don't know well, I think they know we're going out to dinner, but I'm going to take him out to dinner for helping me. So I'm just putting some of the wax thread through my button so it's not a naked button. I don't know how people feel about buttons. If they have holes, I guess they're supposed to have something to go in them, right? So I'm going to tie a knot on that. Thank you, Jamie. Your book last night, or your stuff that you were doing last night was fun. I'm not quite sure I'm understanding the bingo part of it, because are people trying to get bingo when they're watching you guys? Because not everybody's telling everybody their numbers. So, but, oh well. I was gonna try and get in the event, but since I'm leaving right now, there's no way I can do it and leave. So when I get back, if she's still doing the events, I might try and get in it. But that's cute, because I love doing memory decks. I did love that. I like that. That turned out really neat, so I'm happy with how that turned out. So now we have the back already done on that. We have our little swing. I'm just giving this another minute or another second or two. And I'm okay with this, you know, kind of showing through. I think it's fine. I know, you have to, I'm surprised that you haven't seen these, Jamie, in all the thrift stores that you go to. I want another one like it. I want another one just like it. just like it. Maybe I'll find one on my trip to put my seam binding in. And so I can have them displayed like on my desk here, the seam binding and the buttons and stuff. But I love that jar. Okay, so we did this. So we have the back of this one to do. Where's my little hand on my desk? I need my hand. I need my hand. And that's just a page, and this is a pocket. So we really only have a few more pages to go. I don't know why I missed this one. But I did print out a couple of barns from Lisa Siegel's page. And I think I want to put them on this page. I just don't know which barn yet. I think I want to do like like 2 of them. No, you're not allowed in this room. No. Thank you for not coming in. I know. Oh, come here. No. You want to come? No, you're not allowed in here. He wanted to come say hi to you guys. I think he sounds just like Robin's cat. When Robin's cat makes that meows, I always think it's mine. And he's not allowed in here because my daughter-in-law is extremely allergic to cats. And so I need to keep one room somewhat area that she can come in and lay her head without having to take every drug in the... And I don't know, I love that drive up to that barn. I think I would like to do it. I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time choosing because it's so fun. How about that? That looks good. I'm only going to lose that tree. I'm hoping the trees are like this when my October. I'm hoping the leaves are turning. But anyways, back to my, yeah, he's very loud. But he sounds just like Robin Song's cat. I'm telling you, if you put them to, like, recorded both of their meows, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Because, you know, like a mom always knows her child's cry. I've had this cat for 7 years. I know his cry, you know, like his meow. I can hear him, you know, when he's meowing on the ranch. I can hear him and know exactly where he's at, you know, kind of deal. It's like a mom knows her baby. And I'm not saying he's a baby, but he's my baby. And when her cat starts meowing, I think I've gone outside like 3 times to see if my cat was in distress. And it's like, it's her cat. It's not even my cat. And I've told them that a few times. I'm like, would you please tell that cat stop? It's so funny. But he wants his breakfast, and you know what? He should have come in when I was putting breakfast out an hour ago. But yeah, back to my daughter-in-law. She is extremely allergic to cats. So I feel so bad when they come to visit that she's always having to like, the dogs don't bother her because they're poodle. They have hair, they don't have fur. And so she's not allergic to the dogs, but she is so allergic to the cats. So to me, it's just nice to be able to have one room that she can go in. Your cat can't meow? And it squeaks. How funny, Judy. So he goes, like that instead of meowing. Bobby Cat, he has, she named her after Tiger Lily. Is she like the same Tiger Lily that on the 90 Day Fiance? Tiger Lilies actually lives in Texas, not very far from here. So, not that I've seen her, but I need to glue down this tip right here. But anyways, yeah. Like I said, I just want to have one area where my daughter-in-law can be comfortable, and they're coming out for Thanksgiving, so I just want to make sure that they have a place she can go to get some rest. All right, so I like that. I love those trees. I'm hoping to see some orange trees. Oh, did I? Well, see, I am just, I'm an animal person. My mom used to say I should have had litters instead of children. I used to laugh, but I think she was right. So this is a little bit farther out than it's a pocket, but I'm going to trim it just so you can't see that white. And but yeah, I love animals, and unfortunately, or fortunately for them, I guess. What was that movie, like Talk to the Animals? I went to that movie, and I used to think, I can talk to animals. Can't you talk to animals? I always thought, well, everybody can talk to animals. So I guess I've always been an animal person. But I don't know if everybody knows my story about my horse when I was little. And I know I had to be little because my mom and dad divorced when I was 5. And we would take these road trips with my dad and my mom, and I would get so upset because my brothers wouldn't let my horse in the car, and I had to take my horse everywhere. His name was Johnny. And I would cry and cry and cry, and my dad would finally say, "Boys, knock it off. Let the horse in." And he'd pull over and he'd let the horse in the car. And I'd stop crying. But it was fun. It was fun. So anyways, when I got my horse, obviously I had to name him Johnny. So his name is Johnny Thunderpants. And I had some on my desk before I had all of this stuff put here. Here they are. I have, what's our time? Oh, we still have plenty of time. I want to put these charms on the end of, probably should have just left it as a bow, but I want to add this leaf. I'm going to add another couple of knots here, just for the fun of it. Somebody was saying the other night that their waxed knots come undone. I have never had that happen. So I have that, I have that. I thought I had 3. Where's the other one? Here it is. So I think I'm going to hang, this is like a feather with a little flower on it. So I'm going to hang this feather here. And I'm just going to tie it on. And I don't know if I want it to hang past the book. I think I don't. I think I don't. So I think I'm just going to tie it to where it just hangs down to the edge. And I'm going to tie that on. And I don't know my knots. Sorry. I was a Girl Scout, but... And I did help my son in Boy Scouts. Oh, your trees are starting to change. You're supposed to take pictures for me. All right, so we got one. I'm just going to trim that off a little bit. And then since I did the silver on this one, I have a silver boot. So we'll do the other silver boot. And actually it has 2. I'm not sure why. I think it's so you can add something else to the bottom. I'm just seeing what it would look like if I put the string through both. I'm not quite sure why. I think it's so you can attach another charm off to it. Doesn't do anything for it, so I'm going to just put the one, and then if somebody wants to add a charm to it, they can. I thought I had a silver cowboy boot, but I think I used it for the retreat that I'm going on. We have that. I'm going to try one more knot. Hi, Deb. V, how are you today? How's your Friday going? All right, so we have those in there. And then I have this other cute little cowboy boot I'm going to add into the front signature. I just forgot to do it. We have that. We have our pocket. So I have this really cute chicken I'm going to add here. This one I'm going to have to get the trimmer out, I think. We'll see if the trimmer will behave itself. Hi, Debbie. We got 2 Debbies in a row. How's that? We got Miss Fritz. So who's gonna get hugs? Who's gonna come to the retreat and get hugs? I know Jamie's coming because we're sharing a room. I told her, I said, I don't think we're ever gonna get any sleep because I have a feeling it's gonna be like 2 girls at a slumber party. And I know she likes to stay up late, and I'm an old lady. I'm looking for my tweezers, but anyway, so she'll keep me awake, I think. But that's okay. I don't mind. And so I think we're gonna have so much fun. I just want to know who I'm going to be able to. Oh, thank you for kicking out my cow patties. Man, I'm telling you, the cow patties around here are stacking up. And I wrote my name on the back of my cutting board because I'm going to take my cutting board so I can do crafts on my trip. And I'm going to try and maybe do them for my hotel room to keep my page on. So we'll see. I won't be able to keep my actual hours that I normally do, but I will definitely come on. I think Jamie and I were going to try and do a dueling, like a 2-person craft, and we're going to try and figure out how we can both be live on our pages at the same time. So that'll be fun to figure out if we can do it. So we're going to try. Did you like it? Oh, thank you for getting it. I'm glad that you liked it. It was fun. I think I'm going to do another different type. I have these little corner pieces, and I'm thinking that might be really cute. It's like an overkill here for this chicken, but it does add something to the book, I think. And I'm just testing it out whether or not I want to do it. Let's see what I had in store. I have the cows on the other side, so yeah, the chicken. So I think I like that. I do. I think I like that. And I kind of like this 10 o'clock deal. So I might change my time ups to come up a little earlier because there's so many people crafting in the afternoons. But we'll see. We'll all talk about it and see whether or not you like. The only reason why I didn't go early like this is because sometimes we like to go work out in the mornings and all that kind of stuff, but that's been crazy. I think anytime any of the girls on the ranch or any of the girls, my granddaughters, are with child, I gain their pregnancy weight with them. I don't know how, but I do. I always know that they're pregnant too. And I've always known. I knew my daughter had 5 babies. She had a miscarriage, so technically she was pregnant 6 times, and all 6 times I knew she was pregnant before she knew she was pregnant. And I think it's just a mother instinct, kind of deal that I have, because I can't tell. I mean, if I was walking down the street, I couldn't tell whether a stranger I didn't know was pregnant or not. But my family, I've always been able to tell. And I don't know how. I don't get I just get this. It's not like I get morning sickness or whatever, but I've just, and it makes the girls mad if I tell them they're pregnant. And they'll always tell me, "No, I'm not pregnant." And then they turn around and they have to say, "I'm pregnant." And they get all mad at me. So this last time, I kept it to myself. Oh, I already have them all on. I glued another one to that one. So I kept it to myself, and then afterwards, when she told me, I said, "Ha-ha." I was still right. But it's so funny. I think that's so cute. What do you guys think? You like that? Oh, I wish you could come. But grandbabies are special. I know, we're on great. I can't even believe that I'm on great grandchild number 7. Great. It's not even a grandchild. It's a great grandchild. It's insane to me that I have great grandchildren. Okay, so we need to cut down this cow because it was an awful lot of white right there. So, you're loving it? Thank you. She is up for sale, and like I said, all the money's going to go to the church, so anybody who wants to put an offer in, you just message me or say sold in the book here. Say sold on the book. We'll get it to you. And if it sells for, I like to get 65 for them. And if it sells for the 65, then you won't be paying any shipping or either. But I just, we put a lot of work and effort into these books, so. You only have one great granddaughter? I'm telling you, the boys are winning. On grandchildren, the girls won. I only have 3 grandsons, and then out of 10. But on great-grandchildren, we have only 2 girls. I like that. And I think I'm going to make it as a pocket. But I'm going to try to put the smallest little notch I can put up on the top. The smallish little knot. Knot didn't notch very well, but there we go. Just so people know that it is a little tuck, a little pocket. But yeah, I love it. And I love being a great grandma. I was a hands-on, fun grandma. I mean, I did everything I could possibly do. I mean, if the kids said, "Grandma, go down this slide," I was down the slide. I mean, I tried to do everything crazy with my grandkids. Everything. Because I was a young grandma. I was a grandma at 32. So it was like I was able to keep up with them and that kind of stuff, So, and they were always into gymnastics and cheer and soccer and baseball, all the sports, ice hockey, and I tried to go to all of the stuff I could go to, and grandma days, and I tried to be in their life as much as I could possibly be in their lives, and I just loved it. I loved being a grandma. But being a great grandma, I have to step back because it's my daughter's first and my son's first grandkids, you know, so you want them to be what you were, you know, kind of deal. And so I stepped back and but I'm still having as much fun. There's no joy like when your great grandchild runs to you and says, "Mommy," like, you know, and so it's there's just no joy other than just watching them. See, now it wanted to be a little booger, and I guess I'm just gonna have to break down and put a new blade in. But I don't have to really change diapers. See, I don't have to do all of that kind of stuff because that's what the grandma is for. And I'm a great grandma, so I could just hand them over. So it's even better. I mean, I have changed them, but I don't, it's, you know, that's my daughter's job. And I love watching my daughter be a grandma. I just love it. I mean, it brings me happiness and joy and just everything. So it's just it's life, you know, moving on, and I just love it. I think we'll make this one a side one, or I think I'll make this one a tuck again. I like that idea. So I'm gonna just glue on two sides of this one. But I just love being a grandma. Like I said, I was a grandma at 32, and I wasn't ready to be called grandma at 32, so I picked the name Nani. My girlfriend's mom was Nani, and I always loved that name. And I spelt mine different than she spelt hers. But, and my grandma was Nan, and I didn't want to be a Nan. I didn't want to take that away. And my mom was Graham Cracker, so she, you know, I didn't want to take that away from her. So I ended up being Nani. So, all right, we only have, I think we only have 2 more pages to do, so I think we're going to be able to do it in 8 minutes. So let's stop jabber-jabbing. I want to cut this, but it's going to just tear again. So back to the scissors we go. Yeah, I love kids too. But I do love my animals, though. My little Remington, my oldest great-granddaughter on the ranch here. I can't believe she's getting ready to turn 3 already. It's just crazy. But she's the joy of, oh my gosh, she brings so much joy wherever she goes. She's just a joyful, just a joy. She's a joy to be around. And our other little one, he's 7 months already. I just like, how did 7 months go by so fast already? Just crazy. On this one, we'll make it a little pocket on that side, or a little tuck. Pocket, whatever you want to call this thing. But, so our new little guy is due in February. And I'm not going to say his name because I'm not sure if the name will change. And it's not my place to say. It's Mommy and Daddy's place to tell the name of their baby. So that's cute on there. Not sure they had mailboxes back in that day, but they had to put the postman had to put stuff there, because I know they had the postal service. So that's cute. Okay, so we have this one page here. And what I like to do sometimes when you have a big white page like this one, well, it's not that big, but it's like a half of a page, right? It's got a wagon wheel. So I like to fold it over, kind of like it's going to frame this one. So we need to cut down this picture to fit inside of here. And this will just be like a little frame of it. So we're going to go and see if little Trusty here is going to cut. And she did. Woohoo, look at that. And then I know I have to take down some more on the other side, but I didn't want to cut his tail off. And I don't want to cut his nose off. And that time I was so gentle with it that it didn't cut through. It's got to cut through the paper. We'll bring that back over and see if we get enough of it over. And we do. And the good thing about that is you don't have to be so precise because you have room behind this little tuck spot. And if you want to make it a tuck, I'll show you what we're going to do. So this, we could actually do it two different ways. You can either have it as a hidden pocket by just, if you had more of a crease on it, then you could open it up and have a pocket, kind of like an envelope. So if we did that, we would just glue 3 sides. So we'll try that and see if it's going to behave. And if it doesn't behave, then we'll make it into a tuck. So I just put glue around the 3 sides. And so now we just kind of made an envelope. So we have our tuck. So if it wants, it kind of doesn't want to behave very well. But if you didn't want that and you just wanted a tuck, you could put a little bit of glue on the top and a little bit of glue on the bottom. But somewhere I have a metal clamp here. I only have the one left. So I think I'm going to put that here, and that'll give it some weight to stay closed. Excuse me. So I like that, and then that'll give it some weight to stay closed. So I'm only going to glue down half of it. And I think I'm just going to, I was going to just put the glue, and you might have to use hot glue. We'll see if this will hold. It's pretty lightweight metal, so it should hold. And I will try to get it to stay closed there for a little while. I got some glue on my fingers I want to get off. Hi, Cruz. How are you? Hi, Angel. How are you? See, you guys didn't even pop up on my other page, but you're popping up on my... Let's see if I missed anything over here. You're liking the book? Thank you so much. I like it too. So we're just about done. I'm just trying to make sure this glue... I can put a little piece of plastic right here for a moment. So we can take a flip through because we're done with the book. So let me take my hand out, and then we'll see if we've missed any spot, and we'll do a flip through. Like I said, this book is available, and we have 1 minute left. So woohoo! So we did it. We're finished with it. Like I said, this was from Journal Pals. And can you see in the book? Can you see? Do I need to go back a little bit? So we have this page, and this page was ripped open. This was the cover page of the Little Golden Book, Roy Rogers. And So we just added that one page to it, and we have a little pocket, and I'll put some tags in all of the different pockets that we made. We added some lace there, and we got our Piggy Wiggies. And then this is the failed tag holder thingy bob one page wonder that I did with Jamie on her page that we added in. And I have this pocket, and we made this little cute old-fashioned picture frame. And then we have a tag on the back of that, and that's it's got a lot of pockets in this one. And then we added this guy, and we added the cow, and I love this guy. He turned out so cute. And then this is just kind of a little pocket. We have my drugstore here, and then the cat, the horse, and then we have this cute cat. So even this cat's got a little bit longer hair than mine. Oh, we do need to add the charm on this one. So I am going to go ahead and make another knot here. If I can pick it up. Jamie was talking about having one of those hangnails, and I had one, and it went all the way down there, and it was bleeding, and I'm like, oh, take me to ICU. No. But she did one last night, and I was like, I know exactly how when your finger has its own heartbeat, you know that it's not feeling well. All right, let's just trim that off a little bit. And we're just going to hang that shoe. I know that my grandson was trying to teach me how to make knots that will never come off, but I don't think that was it. I don't think that was it. But he was trying to teach me how to make knots, like when you're trying to close a gate, like permanently have something on that you don't want it to open. But I'm over here trying to do it backwards. Okay, so we have that, and then I'm going to leave this one down just a little bit in case I find another little dangle I can put on that one. So we added that shoe, and then we have this cute little, we have this tuck and this pocket, and we made this little bundle. So it turned out really cute. This is just the back side of, I think, the CD cover. And we got our paper, and we got a little tuck there. And this book was from, I can't even tell you because the cover page was ripped off, so we don't even know how old the book is. But by the aging, I would say it's fairly old. It's Roy Rogers, so I'm saying it was probably in maybe the early 60s. We have that tuck. And this turned out really cute. We just did this. And I love it. I think it turned out cute. Like I said, it is up for sale. If anybody wants it, just message me. And if you're going to end up going to the retreat, I can just bring it. I'm going to bring it if it doesn't and put it on my table and sell it. So we have these pockets, and we just did this page. And we did that, and there's our clothes. So we did it, and I'm only 3 minutes over, so woohoo, we finished the book. So, hi Sandy, how are you? Thanks for coming in and watching. And we just finished our Roy Rogers busted cover, and I love it. It's a 2 signature, and I just love how it turned out. And now I gotta go get finished ready for work. Go to work, and I'll see everybody in the comments, and I'll be back on at 2 o'clock on Monday, and we'll be working on the 1800s book that looks, you know, doesn't look anything like this one, but it does have old farm stuff. That's the one I made from my feed bags. So, T's Creations, thank you for coming in. I hope if anybody's new, you can like, oh, somebody sent stars. I didn't even see that. Thank you for the stars. And who sent the stars? Let me see if I can go back and find out who sent stars. I didn't even see it come up. But whoever it was, thank you. I'm looking back, it must have been early and I didn't even see the stars, but thank you, I appreciate them so much. But if you're new to my page, I hope you will hit the follow button. Like I said, we got 4 generations living on this ranch, and some of it looks like Roy Rogers lived here. So anyways, I'll see you guys all on Monday at 2 o'clock. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for crafting with Nani. Bye-bye.